Urban crime in Canada is hitting a boiling point. Across cities like Winnipeg, Edmonton, and Vancouver, streets once seen as safe are now gripped by violent crime. Robberies, sexual assaults, and aggravated assaults are rising at rates that demand national attention. Why is this happening? What's fueling this surge, and what are the solutions? Stick around as we dive deep into Canada's escalating crime wave. Let's start with the numbers. In 2023, Winnipeg recorded robbery rates of 305.9 incidents per 100,000 residents. That's nearly triple the national average and the highest in the country. Edmonton, on the other hand, reported 38.72 aggravated assaults per 100,000 residents, the worst in Canada. Even Vancouver, which saw a decline in certain crimes, remains above the national average in overall crime severity. These aren't isolated spikes. They're part of a nationwide trend in rising violent crime, and it's tearing communities apart. Experts point to a cocktail of contributing factors. Post-pandemic economic instability has left communities vulnerable. Cities like Edmonton and Winnipeg, already grappling with socio-economic challenges, are seeing the worst of it. Mental health crises, fueled by the pandemic and inadequate support systems, are exacerbating the problem. Drug-related crimes have also surged, with Vancouver experiencing a 15% increase over the past 2 years. The opioid crisis has created a dangerous undercurrent, fueling desperation and violence on the streets. Crime in Canada isn't evenly distributed. Winnipeg, Edmonton, and Vancouver are bearing the brunt. In Winnipeg, violent robberies are now a daily occurrence, with some neighborhoods becoming near no-go zones after dark. Edmonton's downtown area has seen a spike in aggravated assaults, and Vancouver's east side continues to struggle with drug-fueled violence. Even though certain districts in Vancouver have seen a slight decrease in violent crimes, others report double-digit increases, creating a fragmented and unsafe urban landscape. One of the biggest hurdles in tackling urban crime is the lack of transparency in crime data. Experts are calling for better reporting and more robust collaboration between police forces, but there's also the issue of understaffed and underfunded law enforcement. Many police departments are struggling to meet the demand, leaving residents feeling abandoned and vulnerable. Moreover, legal reforms are under scrutiny. The trend toward overturning mandatory minimum sentences has sparked debates about whether Canada's justice system is doing enough to deter violent offenders. Some experts argue for stronger sentencing, while others emphasize the need for rehabilitation and community-based solutions. The human cost of this crime wave is immeasurable. Families are left grieving loved ones lost to senseless violence. Women are particularly vulnerable, with sexual assault rates skyrocketing in cities like Edmonton and Winnipeg. Businesses, too, are feeling the heat. In high-crime areas, shop owners are closing their doors early and property values are plummeting. The ripple effects of violent crime are affecting every aspect of urban life. So, what's the way forward? Experts suggest a multifaceted approach. Data-driven policing, better use of data, can help identify crime hotspots, allocate resources more effectively. Community engagement. Stronger ties between law enforcement and local communities can foster trust and encourage collaboration. *** rehabilitation programs. *** addressing the root causes of crime. Poverty, addiction, and mental health could provide long-term solutions. Harsher sentencing for violent crimes. Some argue that stricter penalties could serve as a deterrent. Canada's urban crime surge is more than a statistical anomaly. It's a crisis that threatens the very fabric of its cities. The rising violence in Winnipeg, Edmonton, and Vancouver is a wake-up call for policymakers, law enforcement, and communities alike. It's time for bold, decisive action to reclaim the streets and ensure safety for all Canadians. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. At Crime Chrono, we uncover the stories shaping our world, raw, unfiltered, and real. Subscribe now, and let's make sense of the chaos together.